What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Aydian here. Super quick video. I honestly was going to skip today and not make a video at all. Just finishing up a shoulder workout and kind of letting my mind wander. You guys are way too short for this, hold on. So I was finishing my shoulder workout up and was letting my mind wander, and I was checking my DMs or whatever, and I saw that a lot of people keep asking me the same question. So I figured I'd just address it here. Like, I honestly have no fucking idea what I'm doing with my hysterectomy as far as why I'm keeping my ovaries. The world that we live in right now doesn't have a lot of information, on being transgender and being female-bodied and being transgender. So they don't really know what to say to me or anyone else who's experiencing issues that I'm experiencing, which is cramping. So with that being said, I have to kind of experiment with myself and my body, and that's what 99% of trans people are doing right now, is experimenting. And unfortunately, this is the time that we're growing up in, the time that we are transitioning in, and that means that we will have to experiment with our bodies so that the next generation of trans people will have some information on what to do with their bodies. And the hope is that when we get to be 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, some new science will have developed and we'll have better ways to take care of ourselves in our older age. But the reality of it is that if you're in my generation, started when I was early 20s, now I'm 30, we will be one of the first generations of a large group of people, not saying that nobody has transitioned into their older age, but a larger group in a much more focused and direct way will be transitioning into their older age, meaning I would say 70 plus. So that means we really have to experiment, and a lot of people don't know what to tell us because the scientific data that we have is based on female-bodied people who are not taking testosterone. And at the same time, most of those female-bodied people are getting hysterectomies, at least, are getting it because of a medical problem, issue, or they're getting it due to their older age and they want a more easeful transition into their old age. So we don't have enough information. So what I'm doing is experimenting, to be completely honest with you. I'm keeping my ovaries because for the health of my bones and for the sake of what if I want to get off hormones at some point in my lifetime. So those are the two main reasons. I mean, like, the main reason I'm keeping my ovaries is because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen when I'm 60 years old. I just don't. You know, if I needed to get my ovaries removed, that is a much simpler procedure than getting a total hysterectomy. So, I don't need to get my ovaries removed. I've had many conversations with my doctor, and there's no real need to have them removed. A lot of people have been asking me about ovarian cancer, and the data shows that ovarian cancer, a large percentage of the time, I don't know the numbers, but starts in the fallopian tubes. The fallopian tube is, if this is your ovary, this is the fallopian tube, and then it attaches to your uterus. And a lot of the cancer cells will start in the fallopian tube and make their way up, make their way into the ovary, and then it turns into ovarian cancer. So if you remove the fallopian tubes, your chances of ovarian cancer get downgraded drastically. So again, I wasn't gonna make this video. I honestly was gonna have a free day today. I'm doing a what I'm eating video tomorrow, so I know that's gonna be in depth, so I was gonna chill on the editing, so this is gonna be minimally edited. And at the end of the day, guys, like, we are experimenting with our bodies. Transgender people are experiments right now, and I don't mean that in some really negative way. I mean it more in the way that it's important for us to try things out with our bodies, to not just listen to our doctors, but listen to our doctors and listen to other doctors and listen to other doctors and listen to other trans experiences, and make educated decisions based off the collective information that we've been given. So I'm listening to my doctor, I'm listening to myself and my body. This is what I feel is best for me. That does not mean it's best for you, but I feel it's best for me. And I know the responsibility is to be on a public platform to share all of my experiences about being transgender. I share a lot of other things too, and I'll continue to do that, but in this process right now in my life, hysterectomy is at the top of my list. And so sharing that is important to me because I've already gotten contacted by multiple trans masculine people who have had the same issues as me, multiple gynecologists, actually. I've literally had 3 different gynecologists reach out to me saying that they're looking for more information, and I'm trying to gather that information for these people. I've also just gotten a lot of people who are parents, and so it's good for them to know what could be coming up in their future. Again, what I'm experiencing doesn't mean that every trans person is experiencing it, but it seems like a large majority of trans-masculine people who are on hormone replacement therapy are experiencing this. There are other people who are not on therapy, hormone replacement therapy, are also experiencing this. I'm not sure what that issue is. I just can attest and tell my side of the story from a transgender guy who's been on hormones for X amount of years. So that's the extent of this video. I really don't want to make it a big thing, but I want to put it out there that I really don't know what I'm doing. And not in like some, I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want. I'm trying to make an educated guess, and that's what you should do too. That's what you should do with your body, because at this point in time, science isn't really knowledgeable enough. And another reason why, if you are doing something, record it, document it. You don't have to share it with anyone, but at some point in our history, in the next years, I truly believe this information will want to be gathered by people and universities who want to do studies on this stuff. And I'll be able to go back to these videos and tell them exactly what was going on. Give them all my blood results, my levels, everything like that. I'll be able to explain to them how long this has been going on. Because of these videos, I'll be able to give them in-depth analysis of what was going on for me at that time. And I encourage you to do the same thing, if not just for your own benefit, but think of the young trans kids that are just coming up who will be starting hormones as young as 13, 14, 15 years old. What's the best way we can help serve these children when they turn into adults and then turn into elderly? So if I can be any percentage of a help in that, that's what I want to do. So I encourage you to do the same. All right, that's it. Peace.